Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. First of all, I just want to share these belly bands that I've made with you. These are going to be going on my website, all different, all elastic. They fit small journals and larger journals. And I'm just showing you this one here. So they're all custom made by me, using my stencils, and then cute little charms as well, so quite useful, particularly as your journal gets chunky like this one. So let's put that to one side. Okie dokie. I want to recreate an older journal page, and I was doing this page the other day and had this figure out ready, and it reminded me of a journal page that I created where I used this as a mask. So I'm going to do that again. I'm just going to find somewhere where I can work in here. I think I want to make a double page. So this is quite bumpy here, but I think we'll be all right. So I'm not going to go with any gesso or anything like that. I'm just going to go straight in with some colours. So I'm going to get my what's it called? Paint palette. Struggling with the words. Dear me. Okay, I'm going to use blending tools for this, and I just feel the need for some rainbow colours. So I am going to use this figure, and I'm going to put some figures going across the centre of my page. So I kind of want to show you how easy it is to make a really easy journal page. And I've released some stencils with Natalie May Scrapbooking that have got mask shapes of figures in them, and they're super easy to use. So, you know, kind of once you've got those, you can use them over and over again. But this reminded me, finding this little dude reminded me of a journal page that I created, and I kind of just thought, oh, I want to have another go at that. I'm going to do them going at different heights. So I think I might have had too much red on my blending sponge when I did this one, the first one, the red one, because it's kind of bled under a little bit, but you know, not really bothered. Let's not stress about that. Yellow. And I'm just going to give him a little dry because I want to flip him over. So I've got him going different ways as well. Because obviously as the paint goes on, it'll sink into the cardboard. I think I just want to, and I don't mind that the colours are overlapping, that's okay. So I've had another microphone fail, so now this is a voiceover. So this is still recorded in real time, but you haven't got me waffling on in real time. I'm just going to waffle on now instead. So I'm just going to bring this masking right across the page so that the masking touches the right and left hand side. Using those rainbow colours, you'll notice that I'm altering the height of the figures as well, just to make that a little bit more interesting. And then I'm just going to use some black gesso to cover over all the mess that's underneath, because I want to use this shape on my journal page too. So that's going to echo the masking that's gone on the background. I'm using black gesso because it's going to dry nice and matte, and just because it's there, because it's handy, easy for me to reach, and I do like the fact that it dries matte and not shiny. So I've left this bit in to show you. I grabbed a brush to pull some gesso across my page and it was really crunchy and didn't like how it did it. So because my background was nice and dry, I was able to go in with a baby wipe and just lift that off the background without doing any damage to what was already there. Grabbed a smaller brush, this is one from Jane Davenport, and I'm just going to pull that white gesso along the bottom of my page. So this is going to help ground those figures, as well as the marks that I add to this and the little bit of transparency that's going to go underneath, which if you keep watching you'll see happen. So now I'm going to go in with a gel pen and just add loose sketchy lines around these figures. I am not stressing too much about these being neat and tidy and completely accurate. As long as they look mostly like a figure, I think that's absolutely fine. And I'd say that the only one that's gone a bit weird is the one on the right, the first one that I did, whose head has gone a bit like alien-like, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that. It's fine. Your eye knows enough about what a human figure looks like to know that that's what these are. Keeping those lines loose and sketchy just means you can hide any little irregularities. You know, you're not going for super neat and careful. So I'm holding my pen really loosely and just moving fast and drawing these lines in quickly. Going around more than once also gives you that deliberately sketchy look. So I've got some paint left over, and rather than waste it, I want to create some pastel shades of the paint that I've got left over to do a little bit of stenciling. I'm using a Dina Wakley stencil. This is one of the coaster stencils, and I'm just going to add the stenciling where the colours overlap and bring a bit out onto the pages as well. So that's just going to help with the flow and just make that background even more interesting too. a little bit of text stenciling. This is the most recent text stencil that Dina released. I think it's called something like Feel Your Magic. I'm using black and I'm using a blending foam. I'm just going to get a little bit of black on there, and I just want like a light touch of text stenciling on my page as well. So you can see I'm not going in heavy-handed here. I want it to stay in the background. And so just by using quite a light touch, you can get that effect. Then it's time for some words. I'm going to make my words weave up and down over the heads of these figures that are on my page, and then they're going to come in again at the very bottom. Apologies that my head keeps going in the camera too. I didn't realise I did that until recently, but you know, must be leaning forward to make sure I can see properly. It's a bit like as you get older, you need to turn the radio down when you're parking the car so you can see better. I don't know, or is that just me? Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so this is an acrylic paint pen. It's actually one from Artex. I found them on Amazon and they're great for working in art journals because they're nice and juicy. I haven't managed to kill one yet by working on a slightly damp surface, as Posca pens can be a little bit temperamental. But I have to be honest, Posca are still my favourite when it comes to black and white. I do just quite like this brush tip on this pen. So that's my quote done, and some little hearts. I've stuck the figure in, and then I wanted some writing to go on the little figure, so just a couple of words that I thought I'd write in a white gel pen. So this is the inspiration for this page. Although I didn't see it before I started, I could vaguely remember how I'd done this page. I was looking to see if there were any dates in here as to when I'd created these. There aren't. But yeah, I knew that I'd used one of Dina's chipboard figures as my mask for this page. And so using that as my idea and then using those bold colours, I love the way the writing goes across the middle of this first page though. But you know, this one is slightly different. So on those days where you don't know what to create, grab an art journal, find a spread that you love and see if you can recreate it in a new and slightly different way. You can even start off with the same technique and just see how you can change it. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, even with the technical difficulties. Hopefully I have ironed those out now. And I hope to see you again soon.